Hello, my witches and warlocks, sick and tired here, and today we are going to be visiting our narcissistic parents. If you are liking my content, please consider subscribing. I'm almost to 500 and turning on notifications because I am here for you 5 days a week. Parents won't get married until I look a certain way. 27 female, am a tomboy and don't fit the girly girl type my in-mom wanted me to be. She had tried to force me to be girly, literally everything an in-parent does. I'm in the military and my in-mom begged me to live at home and bribed me with allowing my abusive ex-boyfriend to move in just so I wouldn't leave. Amazing. Anyways, her and my stepdad have been engaged for 4 years now, and my in-mom is waiting until my hair is longer so I can look more female and not like a fucking dyke. Wow, that's charming. Sorry that I sound a little off. I'm still recovering from being sick, so I know I sound a little froggy.
Where do you keep the cigarettes?
I have to keep cutting my hair to my job, and I like my hair this length. You don't need to justify it. You can wear your hair as short as you like. She has expressed extreme anger whenever I go home and sees that my hair is shorter. Recently, she's been sending me many pictures of dresses, makeup ideas, and nail pictures. Anything to be perceived as feminine. And she gets upset I say no to wearing things like, holy shit, I have 6 brothers and I am the only one that she treats so badly and is abusive towards. I am going on deployment at the time they plan to get married. I'm so fed up with her bothering me. If you see I have never been interested, then why do you keep pushing? I'd love to go no contact, but my pets and my little siblings are at home and I go home to visit them. She has forbidden me going home because I forgot to tell her I left back to work and had a meltdown that I went home and ignored her presence. I stopped talking to her after my grandmother passed away a while ago. I can't do no contact yet because I'd have nowhere to live. Your mom sounds like she's got problems. I don't understand. She told you can't live there, but you're still going home there? You're in a tough situation, that's for sure. She has a coworker who I'd say the most feminine woman I've ever seen, who she told me she wishes was her daughter instead of me, who isn't girly. Wow. It hurts knowing my parent hates me because I don't look a certain way. I somewhat envy women who have good relationships with their mothers. Yeah, I do too. I don't know what it's like. I always hear people, my friends and stuff, just how they love their mom so much and their mom's always there for them and how they help them with stuff and they're their best friends. I'm just like, man, I wish I knew what that was like. Well, I wish you could go no contact, but you're saying that you don't want to leave your pets and your siblings behind, which I totally understand. I don't think I could do that either. So maybe you can try gray rocking, giving as little contact as you can to her, and just basically it's kind of like when somebody sends you a long text and you answer with K. Maybe you could try that. You're in a very, very tough situation. Oh, I always forget to say the name of the person. That was from What the Fuck, Richard?
What the fuck, Richard?
This next post is from Worldly Jellyfish 88. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. Oh, you see this all the time in the in-parent boards. I'm the same way. I'm always like, I shouldn't be surprised by my mom's behavior at this point, but I am. I'll never stop being surprised at how much worse it can get. I have been no contact with my in-mom since 2021. This past spring, I was diagnosed with breast cancer and recently opened up about it on social media. I shared that I am stage 4 and was preparing for surgery the next day. My page had been private for years, but I made it public after posting about my diagnosis and received immense support. But then I received a notification that my in-mom liked my post. I paused, stunned at what I had just read. Clicking on the notification, it takes me to a post from last summer. Still stunned, I braced myself for more notifications or some type of contact from her. Nothing, not a word. I had no expectations from her, but damn, this solidified it for me. I have nothing left for her. I will continue to focus on my healing and the healthy relationships that I have fostered. As much as I want to shake it off, it really fucking hurt that not even a life-threatening diagnosis is enough for her to put her pride aside and be a mother. If I ever needed to know where I stand with her, now I know. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. First of all, I hope that you are doing well. You have our support. You have all of us. Trust me, we are here for you. I know it's not the same. There's that need and that want from a mother when you don't get it that you're always trying to chase after. So I understand, and I'm really sorry. From Outrageous Box 7896, they won't leave me alone. Good God, do I know the feeling. I moved 500 miles away from my dysfunctional family. I'm the oldest daughter. who became the second mom. Oh, because my mother is emotionally immature. Oh,
Spider-Man.
they acted all pitiful about me moving, so I kept lots of contact via the phone because I felt bad. I tried visiting often, but those visits became nightmares for me. They are dysfunctional and seem to enjoy their dysfunction. I say this because when I tell my mother the family is dysfunctional, she says all families are like this. She does nothing to better herself and her family, and she seems to enjoy the drama, even starts it. It's funny because I always grew up thinking that all families are like this too, until I got out and started actually meeting other families, especially my husband, and I was like, oh my God. A month ago, my mother sent a text meant for me talking trash on my brother-in-law to the family group chat. Instead of apologizing, she lied, doubled down, said my sister deserved it, and refused to apologize. My sister called me accusing me of talking trash on him too. He's abusive, so it wasn't unwarranted. Oh. And told me she doesn't trust me. Fair enough, I don't trust her either. Yikes. Both want to just sweep this incident under the rug and go on like nothing happened. I got quiet with them, but stayed cordial, and now they are both asking me what's wrong. You seem quiet, you're acting different. What's wrong? You guys are all fucking insane. That's what's wrong. How could you not see it? Of course, they are not reflecting on why I would be quiet. I didn't want to have to tell them because it will just turn into a fight. They are beyond helping. Telling them how I really feel will only make them mad. I'm so drained. What would you do? I think I would just, no contact or low contact. I'd go that way because it sounds like your family is like fucked and they don't care. Extreme Cap 6159. So many traits in one message. This is my grandmother's reaction when I called her out for sneaking extra cupcakes to my daughter after I specifically said she had enough and we have school tomorrow. Oh, I hate that. I feel like that deserves its own video of grandparents that overstep the line. Would that be narcissistic grandparents? I mean, maybe, I don't really know. This is great grandma. Okay, this is great grandma. To the little girl in the story, it's her great grandma. For our poster, it's her grandma. So this is poster's grandma replying to her in a text message.
I am puzzled with your issue of dessert. And Ellie, the usual definition of a dinner meal is appetizer, main course, and dessert. And Ellie acting differently at my house. Your issues with these things blindsided me. Do you recall all the time you spent with me when you were a kid? Expectations and rules were definitely not the same as at your house. That doesn't necessarily mean different is wrong. It is just different. Kids learn that expectations are different at home versus grandma's versus school, etc. Doing things my way in my house while you do things your way in your house is the way life is lived, is it not? So your comment about my tunnel vision and my way only is mind-boggling. There is no point in a messaging war of words to try and resolve your personal issues with me. You are attributing thoughts and feelings to me that just aren't there. I assume this is DT resentment, lingering from the time when you were in crisis, which was very turbulent with behaviors resulting in confrontations. Only you can resolve that in your heart and mind. As an FYI, here is a judgment. You have two exceptionally bright, inquisitive, happy kids, which reflects genetics and parenting.
If I got this message back from my grandma after just saying, hey, it's a school night, ease up on the cupcakes, please, and this was the response, I'd probably reply back with that middle finger emoji, just like, oh my gosh, you are so self-absorbed. Do you hear yourself? What is this response? I don't like the whole like, what? I'm a grandma. Grandma gets away with it. Not in this day and age anymore. No, no, no. It is not okay to give a kid a bunch of cupcakes right before bed. You wouldn't have given your kids cupcakes before bed. So why is it okay to disrespect your daughter, your granddaughter by giving their children sweets before bed? From Waste Associate 5773, tried to do something nice, but it backfired. So today, I, 29 female, was at the hardware store and I saw some buckets, power cords, and laundry baskets on sale. I decided to grab some for my mother because last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that hers kept breaking from being out in the sun. I went to her house today and immediately she asked what those were for. I told her I bought them for her. Cue her proceeding to yell at me for buying them. I asked her why she was upset and she just kept saying that I never asked you to buy them. I explained to her that I saw them, thought of her, and got them for her. They're a gift. She proceeded to continue yelling. Normally I'm not this sensitive, but I've had a hard week and I started crying and asking why she was yelling at me. Even the crying didn't deter her and she still went on about how I shouldn't have bought them. So I took them home and will use them myself. What the hell? What is wrong with her? Why shouldn't you have bought them? They were on sale and also she needs them, right? She then went on a rant about how I don't talk to her anymore and that she doesn't feel valued. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is just textbook right there. Treats you shitty, yells at you, makes you cry and feel like shit, and then in the same breath,
Why don't you ever talk to me?
gee, I fucking wonder why. It's the same thing I ask with my mom. Do they really just have no self-awareness at all? Or do they totally understand what they're doing and they just don't care? I just ignored it and left. I'm so genuinely confused by this, but she has a habit of needing something to complain about. So I fixed the problem. Didn't even occur to me at the time. Then I take away her thing to complain about. I think that narcissists are just always miserable and that misery loves company and they just get mad and they want you to be miserable too. From what I've found, it's next to impossible to save a relationship with a narcissist. It's best to just cut them off, or at least just keep them at arm's length and you remain in control with how much you are in contact with them. I feel like those are the best methods for dealing with them. Mother defends her boyfriend calling my 18-year-old sister sexy.
I want you to know that I love your mother. I'm planning to be with her for the rest of our lives. Do you want to discuss this? Do you want to know anything about me? It will be a while until we make this permanent. As a disabled veteran, I have many benefits I can pass on to you, if your mother will allow. I know you loved your dad. It's okay. Good man. Keep him in you. I must say, when you walked out into the garage, your t-shirt, no bra, very sexy. Your breasts are waiting, looking good.
What the hell is wrong with you? Your breasts are waiting? For what? Ew, for him? So then she actually sent those text messages to her mom, and she says to her mom, read this again and know that this is the man you're dating. He called me sexy with no bra on and that my breasts are looking good. Under his drugs or not, he is not a good man and it's unacceptable. Disgusting. Disgusting! So the mom confronted the boyfriend and took her daughters away to a safe place and they all lived happily ever after. Just kidding. They wouldn't be in this video if that was the case.
I'm so tired of you telling your mom what to do. I love you. I raised my kids. I struggled throughout my life to always put you guys first. I have done my job and I work and work. Did you know I have to wait for blank to be done? And I'm 60 to enjoy my life? Is that what you want for your mom? See the disrespect you show me, and I'm not going to put up with it. You don't know how hard it is to work 2 jobs, 85 hours a week, to provide for all but myself. You will never understand, because you have been given much by your mother. And don't get mad when people say that things about your body, because it's how you dress and carry yourself.
That's right. It's your fault that you got attacked.
The hard truth you have to face, sweetheart. There's nobody that will tell you the truth than your mom. And you may not like it, but someday when I'm gone, you will think back of how you treated your mother. Nobody will do what he does for you and for me and everyone else. You don't know what I go through. A lot right now. All the support and everything, you will never understand until you walk in your mother's shoes. Your disrespect, I will not go for it.
She says, I'm so tired of you telling me what to do. I have worked hard. 2 jobs. I'd be like, Mom, what does this have to do with your future husband telling me that I have nice tits? Are you not bothered by the fact that the person that you are going to marry, the man that you're going to marry, is drooling over my boobs? That doesn't bother you? And then you're going to turn around and say it's my fault for what I'm wearing? And then going on and on about how hard she worked to raise you guys and that I would be like, oh my God, just shut the fuck up. Wait to take something that was your daughter getting sexually harassed by her future stepdad and making it all about you. Shit mom of the year right there. So I figured the last one that I would post here, this is actually a poem that somebody wrote on Narcissistic Parents. It's called Guilty. And when I read it, it really stuck to me because I can relate so much to everything they said in this poem about how my relationship is with my mom. So maybe you can relate. If not, then just sit back and enjoy it because this is a beautiful poem. Dear Mom, why do I feel guilty watching you walk through life alone? I know deep down you inflicted this upon yourself. Your way of parenting has tormented this family since the beginning. And because of it, you are now alone. We all tried to be understanding of your background, traumas, and even excused your harsh words. But there came a time when I couldn't even defend you anymore. I see the loneliness, fear, and shame in your eyes. As you wish and regret, you haven't said or done things to bring this family apart. Yet your ego gets the best of you, and you cannot even offer me a simple sorry. But rather you will wait for my apologies to feed your narcissistic mind. I watch the loneliness grow in your eyes, and I wonder, do you realize what you have done? I thought it was very powerful. And again, I can relate to it very, very much. For all of you out there that are suffering with crazy parents, I'm very sorry. And just know that here on this channel, we have a really big group of people a lot of support for people that have crappy parents that are dealing with this kind of stuff. And we will always be here for you. So I hope you can take something away from this video, maybe something that you can apply in your life. And I hope to see you again next time. Until then, I have a playlist here of more Narcissistic Parents posts that you can go through. And again, maybe you can take something away from them. Until next time, I hope your magic is strong and I hope your symptoms are low. Love you guys. Bye.